Everyone knows that Brookhaven has been changing so much over these last few months. So in today's video, I thought it would be right to go back in time and explore everything that's been changed and removed over the years on Brookhaven. I want to start off by talking about all the new buildings we've received in almost every new update from October. I won't talk about this for too long because I'm sure a lot of you guys already know how they used to look. Also, ignore my avatar. I still have my Christmas outfit on. This is how the grocery store looked a few months ago. If we compare this to the modern day grocery store, you can see it's much smaller and way less modern. There are also a lot less groceries on sale in this version compared to the new version where we got a whole load of new items. The new one looks so much better. They've even kept the same building so players don't miss how it used to look. This is the old restaurant. Nowadays we got Burger Barn, but back in the day we had this small cafe restaurant. The modern day edition is way better. It's so much bigger and there's just a whole lot more going on. The old motel looks so much worse than the motel we got right now. Back in the day, this motel only had one room available for you to choose from, and it was so small. Now we got this huge building with a total of 6 rooms we can choose from. Every room is also way bigger and way more modern. The rest of the buildings don't look too much different than their original buildings. They're a lot better, but there's not really been any changes made. Now that we got all that new stuff out the way, let's talk about some really old Brookhaven things that have been completely removed. An easy way to look at old Brookhaven is simply by looking at super old Brookhaven videos. This video was recorded all the way back in 2020, and as you can see, the whole map is completely different to what we got today. Well, I've actually found an exact copy of how Brookhaven used to look when it first came out, so let's go and explore it. This looks so outdated. If we look on the screen, the premium logo was completely different back then, and all the icons has a colorful ring around them. This is how Burger Barn used to look like when it first came out. It's pretty similar to the Burger Barn we got today, but if we jump into the air vent in the old version, you can see it leads us to a secret room where we can chill out and eat food. We don't have that at all in the new Burger Barn. That kinda sucks! The automotive store back then looked so different. It's built on this little corner right here, and it's so much smaller than what we got today. There's also a door that leads us to completely nothing. Why did they even add that? It looks kinda cool, but the one we got today is so much better. I'm glad they changed that. Before the motel was built, they actually used to have a whole nother community of houses. This was a giant area for us to park our cars, and up here we could spawn in some houses to be really close to the town center. This looks so strange. If I look at the community's name, it says Blackhawk. Nowadays, Blackhawk is located right here. So I guess this community still exists, just not in this location. This community looks really bad, so getting rid of it was definitely the right idea. Right next to the old community, we also used to have a TV station called Tube TV. This station still exists in the cinema building, but it's no longer got the YouTube logo on it. I think this is because the YouTube logo is copyright. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I don't think we'll ever see that being added back again. I just noticed all the way in the distance there's a random door that perfectly fits my baby avatar. I don't know if that used to be in the real Brookhaven, but if it did, that's probably a part of an old secret. Back in 2020, the motel apparently used to have 2 floors. For some reason, there's no way we can get up to the 2nd floor, but I guess we just gotta roll with it. You all probably know about this building, but for those of you who don't, this used to be the headquarters of the agency before they went completely rogue. This building was basically connected to the police station, and it's where the agency used to get up to all their weird activities. I don't think we're ever gonna see this being added again, but if you guys ever wanted to explore this building, just join the game I'm playing right now. One thing that was removed a few years ago was actually all the syringes inside the hospital. Brookhaven used to have syringes on all of the hospital tables so you guys use them and work on patients, but they were forced to delete them because it was too violent for Roblox. This game is actually so nostalgic. Inside the original X-ray room, you can see we can still run through this wall to access one of the first agency secrets to have ever been added. We can even go through this wall, which would usually give us access to the secret agency knife. That means this was actually the first secret to ever be added to Brookhaven. That's so cool to think about. If we also run upstairs and to the secret hospital floor, you can see all the agency secrets haven't yet been added. This is because the agency was still in the map at this point, so all the weird secrets haven't yet come out. This is how the zombie cage used to look before the zombie was added, and there's just a ton of syringes across all of the weird hospital beds. This is how the secret floor looks right now. It's so different to what we had back in 2020. If we run over to the farmlands, you'll notice there's actually nothing here. This is because when the game first came out, the stables were actually where the airport should be. It looks pretty similar to the stables we got now, now, but there's definitely some differences. There was also no red barn back then, so a lot of the modern day secrets never existed, because the airport also never existed back then. In its place, we had all of the shops and the bank. This is actually how the bank used to look before it recently got refurbished and modernized. I've only just noticed that the famous Brookhaven arches were also not even added then. This is so weird to look at. One thing you guys might remember is the tunnels that were on the edge of the map. Nowadays, we got a whole ocean which deleted the tunnels, but back in the day this never existed. We instead had some tunnels that lead us to completely nothing. Brookhaven looked so bad back then. Just as I was recording this video, the 2025 Brookhaven New Year's update is out. This update introduced us a brand new remodeled airport, meaning the old airport literally just got deleted. That's crazy! The inside is so much bigger. Now we got way better security and whole new experience when boarding the plane. Let's see what else got added. Wait! I think I need a key card for the elevator. Let's try and find it. Here it is! So with this update, we got a whole new key card we can use. This elevator leads us straight up to the watchtower. Here we can play around with all the controls and be a menace to society. This new airport is definitely so much better. Of course, we also got the New Year's sign that Brookhaven adds back every year. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Happy New Year to all of you. I hope this year will be amazing for those of you watching. Make sure to click another video on screen if you guys enjoy. See you later!